Good morning, sports fans. Welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3, streaming on the web, WLCNonline.com. And for those of you trying to call Jake's Furnishings
phones are
right
off the
now,
wall here.
They don't open till 10. So
that is correct. We do not open till 10 a.m.
Please quit calling because no one's going to answer. Although he's here, he's busy.
Right there.
And we've got don't you have a reduction sale going on?
Inventory reduction?
Sure. Yeah, we'll continue that. One more week.
One more week.
Let's
do it one more week.
Reduction.
Well, we are at Jake's, and then this morning we have Coach Greg Alexander with us this morning.
Guys.
Morning, Coach.
Morning, Coach.
Coach Greg, the vocal one now, the hitman. Yeah.
Probably better looking coach on the staff, actually. I mean, if you really looked at all you guys, probably one of the better.
J-Mac's not there.
That's coming from Joe.
J-Mac?
Yeah.
J-Mac, yeah.
J-Mac would probably be number one, but with him out of the picture, you know what I mean, at a freshman game.
Well, that's
it's
not
you.
really what we're watching when we go to games, Joe. Now,
Well, I'll tell you what, you want to take in the whole game if you're there, not just
the game.
There's a lot to do during timeouts and everything.
When you're at the timekeeper's table, you know,
There's a lot to
you got
do.
a lot of time to take things in.
People don't understand the pressure of a guy that's looking at the time clock. A lot of pressure on it. You've heard it mess up before, have you?
Seen it done many times.
Greg, we go to Springfield last night on the road. A little different outcome than the first time we played them. We played them at Roy S. Towards the beginning of the season, I think we ended up winning by about 40.
Yes.
A much improved Springfield team. Seemed like they, weren't as sporadic. Controlled the ball a little bit better. But Lincoln able to come away with a victory on that. Just give us kind of your thoughts on the game last night. I know we weren't hitting our shots. Aaron Hopp struggled at the beginning, but down towards the end we were able to pull away.
Yeah,
they're obviously not listening to the show. Go ahead.
We knew it'd be a little different, the first time we played them. Like you said, we shot very well. I think we hit 15 threes or so. It seems like everybody who shot couldn't miss that day, and they've improved over the year. We saw them in the city tournament. They had a little more bounce in their step. They were playing with a little more intensity. So, and we struggled shooting last night. It was a little credit to their defense. They kind of get out and pressured the ball a little bit. But I think later in the second half, Hop kind of got going, and Isaiah kind of got going to the basket a little bit, which opened up some perimeter shots for us.
Yeah, you talk about a little step. I think the first time we played them, after about the second quarter, they just looked kind of disinterested in playing, the game of basketball. And last night, they played it. Springfield played a full 4 quarters. You say he hit some shots. I think Bryson had a good game last night, and that's key. You got to get your perimeter guys shooting the ball well, and that opens up the lane, and vice versa. Like you said, if we can get to the lane.
0% financing on all.
Hey, 0% financing at Jake's. And, and like you said, if our outside guys are shooting, it's going to open the lane for our, penetrators.
It will, it was big for us to finally get Hop and Isaiah going to the basket. For a while, we were settling for a lot of perimeter shots. Even though they were good shots, we weren't knocking them down. So sometimes you got to find ways to get some easy baskets, and we did. We got to the free throw line. I don't know what we actually finished from the free throw line, but I think we made some clutch free throws.
Yeah, Hop did there towards the end. Springfield with a technical, crucial time in the game. The guy just wouldn't lay off the refs, and they slap a technical. I think we're up by 4 then. We get the technical, make both free throws, and get the ball. And right there, that was probably the turning point in the game. There was only a few minutes left in the game, but right there it kind of sealed it.
Yeah, it was a pretty big swing. We kind of kept that. They tied it up, I think, with about 2.5 minutes, and then we pushed it back to 2 to 4. They were scoring too quick on us. They were getting down the floor. There wasn't much time going off the clock. We were fouling them, stopping the clock, allowing them to score without that clock moving. Kind of hurt us, kind of backed our defense up a little bit to contain them. I think that helped out a lot for us.
Joe?
Yeah, I'll pop in. You guys are rolling along there.
Pop in.
I sat around and watched a lot of the JV games. We never talk about the JV here.
Right.
You guys have lost 1 game, is that correct?
2.
2 games?
We lost on Tuesday night. We're playing in a Taylorville sophomore tournament this week.
I was just going to ask you to throw some stuff out about that, how those guys doing, throw some
We're
names
doing well.
around.
I think I believe our overall record is 13 or 14-2. Playing pretty well.
I've seen some kids play well, different nights, different kids play well.
It really is. It's a different kid. I don't think we've had the same leading scorer 2 games in a row. So it's a team that kind of shares the ball. We look for the hot hand, see how teams play us. Sometimes we're able to get to the basket. Sometimes we have to rely on perimeter shots a little more. So we're just working on them, trying to be consistent with what they do, with their intensity every day, and their focus about how they do things, because in the end result, that's how they're going to get better.
And on that team, you've got, of course, some athletes, and you've got some more height.
As you
look to the future.
We're sitting at Decatur MacArthur when we played those guys last couple weekends ago, and I was talking with one of their coaches, and he was talking about our varsity team, and he's like, "Why are they dressed already?" And I said, "No, that's our sophomore team." Like, they're bigger than your varsity team, and it's sometimes we get that appearance where we got some good size across the board. I mean, we got Drew's about 6'3", and we got Sam. Sam is about probably 6'1", and Ben Grunder's also up there a little bit. So we got average height across the board there.
I saw Zach Morris. Is he 6 foot?
He's probably right there.
I saw him at some big. One night he was hot on the threes out front, and I was like, "Wow, this is coming around." And good ball handling. That's it. And they've had some success. Like Joel's on here talking about things. Haven't they had some success at the lower? I mean, 7th grade, 8th grade.
Yeah, they have. And that's the thing. We're just trying to. They've been successful through the junior highs, which is great. And they had a good freshman year last year, and we're just trying to build on that each year. So the end result, when varsity comes around, they're ready to go.
Make you look good. Man.
Coach Out look good.
Good players make you a good coach.
Absolutely.
There you go.
That's right.
That's why I got in with these 2 clowns.
He makes us look good. You do. You make us look good.
I'm trying to help. He's trying to help.
Kind of an important stretch of the season right now. I tell you, it's flown by. We're already towards the end of January. 2 big games next week. Friday night at home against MacArthur, and then Saturday against Aurora. Every game we've been in, losing by 3-4 points, overtime to Lanphier. MacArthur loses to Glenwood last night. Lanphier had a good game with somebody. Eisenhower. Overtime. Lanphier ended up pulling that out. Bishop with another 40 points.
Bishop had 40 more. It's unbelievable.
He can score.
Yeah, so we're going to see those teams again. MacArthur at home. We're at Lanphier. I think that's towards on a Tuesday night. So how the kids reacting? And right now you got some different people moving up and down. Grunders, now he's getting a lot of varsity time. Stepping in, big solid kid. Still trying to find that flow.
Absolutely. I think you're always trying to do that.
Yeah.
I mean, as the year goes, you try to make adjustments and figure out what the best fit is for your team. And we're still a work in progress. And we still think we got room to improve, and we can get better. A lot of teams maybe at this point of the season have reached their peak.
Right.
And they're just trying to maintain that. And I think we can continue to go past that. Like you said, we've been in a lot of close games.
Right.
Overtime with Jacksonville, Lanphier, MacArthur, we were right there. So if we can learn how to maybe just close out those close games and win a couple of those, that could really turn some things around.
Right, and good time to do it right now. Right, Jake or Joe?
Absolutely. Jake? Started before that tournament. Roll into that tournament.
Yeah, and the regionals are at home. So, if we start hitting our peak, they're not going to want to come into Roy S. And,
that's the goal. You're playing your best basketball towards the end of the season, getting ready for that regional, and then hopefully pushing towards the sectional.
Right.
How's the freshman team?
Take that off the hook.
That's fine.
We haven't really talked much about the freshmen. How are they doing?
They're working. They play this morning. They play at 10 at home, I believe, against Bloomington Central Catholic. So, they're as always, you're a work in progress, trying to learn the system, just trying to get a little better every day.
Got a couple of coaches down there with a lot of patience to help them.
Absolutely.
Help them move in the correct direction.
They're about due to come on, aren't they?
Yes, they are. We need to fill a spot in for them because they're entertaining.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
The gave the kids a day off today?
Yes. They haven't had today and tomorrow. Today and tomorrow. So
let those legs rest. They get ready to go.
We went through a long stretch last week when we had that non-city tournament. So we played a lot of basketball.
That messes everything up.
It's a good tournament. It didn't exactly maybe have a tournament feel to it,
right?
Because we all weren't in one place one night to see the other teams play. But it also gave our sophomores, usually when we don't do that, our sophomores don't play for almost 2 weeks. That's not good for them. So at least we were able to get a couple home games out of that tournament, and we were able to keep our sophomores playing.
True.
I think someone needs to organize a sophomore end of the year tournament, conference tournament. Should you organize that?
Yeah, we could.
It'd be kind of neat for those guys, though. Have a sophomore conference champion. I mean, I know you will record-wise, but just have a little tournament at the end. You guys can pull that off. Be fun for those guys.
Will you sponsor it?
I'll throw in $50
and a shirt, and a double-X shirt, right?
You got to stop by the office and get the shirt.
Yeah, we have shirts. I'm
going to tell you what. There's a lot of people on the show that complain but don't do anything.
I'm not complaining. I'm just stating facts.
Well, you sit over there like a jelly bear, and you don't help do anything.
I try.
I can't believe anything gets done around the house. Your sister ever complain?
Never.
That was a loaded question,
all
wasn't
the time.
Tammy, you're not listening.
Well, let's talk a little college basketball, Greg. Right now, talk to Missouri Valley. We got Wichita State leading. I know you're a big Missouri Valley follower, playing at ISU. Evansville right behind them in second. They win Did you watch that game the other night?
No.
SIU. That was a phenomenal game. Went into overtime. Ballantyne hit a fadeaway three with about 2 seconds left, and boy, it was fun.
It's a good game to watch. It was just, especially if you're pulling for Evansville, it was a good game to watch. But there was a lot of big shots made by both teams. I think Evansville was down 3 with about 30 seconds in the game, and they hit a 3, and then Southern goes back down and hits one with 15 seconds, and then DJ, as you just said, hits one and sends it into overtime, and then they just kind of pulled away from there. Evansville's really senior loaded. They got guys that have been through that and have that experience and know what it takes to win and win on the road. It's really hard to win on the road anywhere, let alone college basketball. It's tough to do.
Well, watching that game, what's kind of exciting is when Jeff takes over the clipboard. He's drawing up those plays the last 15 seconds, and Marty's just sitting there watching. Now, they were just to get the ball up the court, but they planned it to a T. And they got a good shot and tied it up, went into overtime, and ran away with it.
Yeah, I'd guess that's not the first time they've executed that. I'm sure they've ran through that 100 times in practice. So, it's just a little reassurance there of going through it, making sure guys were in the right spots and doing the right things. But they got a shot maker. I mean, DJ's I think he's the nation's leading average scorer or whatever over his career, and he's still averaging over 20 points a game this year. And Evansville's got the nation's leading rebounder, Nigidius. So they're fun to watch. They move the ball. A lot of college teams now are going to 4 out, 5 out, more dribble drive, high ball screens, and Coach Simmons runs more of your basic motion offense with a lot of down screens, curl cuts, flare cuts, which you don't really see that much anymore. But they move the ball so well, share the ball so well. They always are hitting the open guys. That's fun to watch.
Now, is that because of the big guy? I mean, obviously Evansville has the big guy in Agidius.
Yep, that helps a lot.
Where a lot of teams, they don't have that big go-to guy where they're going to spread it out and shoot more threes. And you saw that with Indiana State just launching three-pointer after three-pointer and nailing them a couple weeks ago. And that was frustrating game to watch because you're just waiting for them to miss. They never did.
They didn't miss 2 in a row, and I think they ended up hitting 15 threes, which it's a pretty good percentage.
How many points is that, Joe? 15?
I'm not even going to try to do the math on the air.
On the air. Okay. So, yeah, it's coming down. Missouri Valley Tournament coming up. March 4th. So
there's a big Evansville game this weekend.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Wichita State.
I know that's where Neil and Denise and Bryson are headed down to that, over to that, to watch that. And that will be a good game. Wichita, they haven't been beat yet.
No, they're undefeated in the Valley. They just got back in the top 25. So Evansville already has played them at Wichita, has lost by 3. So they played there right with them. So be pretty big for them to get the win. You know,
yeah.
They're right now they have 18 wins, which is tied for the most in the country. They're 18-4. So this would go a long ways. Hopefully towards a good postseason berth.
Absolutely. 2 big games coming up this weekend. We got MacArthur at home, which would be a huge game Friday night, so regular fans get out there. And then Saturday you're going to get to see a little Chicago squad as Aurora Central or something like that.
Yeah.
We'll say that. We'll make it up. But Aurora, we know that. And then is it the following week we go to Joliet?
I believe so.
So, travel up there.
We got 3 games that night. Our freshmen play first.
Oh, really?
Yep, freshmen are coming with us. Our freshmen, I'm not for sure what time that starts. Our freshmen play, our sophomores play, and then our varsity will play.
That's cool.
Good
so
deal,
all three levels play.
Awesome. All right. Well, Greg, thanks for coming in with us today. Probably have some big plans today, doing some house shopping or appliance shopping or anything like that.
College basketball.
Oh. He's like, no. College basketball, so.
What?
I figured I'd stay around and talk about those Arizona Cardinals for a little bit, and the Panthers.
Well,
are we doing?
We could.
Yeah,
I tell you what. Hats off to Scott and his Panthers.
Do you have the Panther roar? Can you download it real quick? Download that thing.
He's always been a Panther fan, and I love to root for my buddies when their teams are doing well. And
I appreciate it.
So I'm going to jump on that wagon with you and root for the Panthers.
There's room for you. There's room.
Figured we'd talk about America's team for a while.
Let's talk about America's team. Wow, did they fall apart? Boy, did that ship get some holes in it early. It was half sunk at the end of the first quarter. It was unbelievable.
Well, when you have 7 turnovers, that's not going to help your case.
I mean, let's just face it. Palmer didn't play well, and it killed us. And he didn't have a very good. You know, he hasn't played well in the postseason, and I don't know why, but he didn't. He threw some balls he shouldn't have. Throw in triple coverage, overthrow.
Yeah. They had a chance to get back in it there, and then he threw that interception in the end zone. Don't know.
Yeah, that was big. And then Patrick Peterson trying to come up and get that punt.
Yeah.
Oh, and you know what? I'll say this: has he made some dynamic plays? Sure, but I'm gonna tell you, I don't. I'm sure Loin can look this up before I'm done saying it, but I'm not sure Patrick Peterson has returned a punt for a touchdown in 3 years. It just doesn't happen anymore. He did when he first started. He hasn't lately, and he ran up and tried to get that ball when it was obviously going to go out of bounds, and we're going to have great field position. Loses it. That was a big turning point. They took it down for 7 points and broke our backs. You know, all we can do is look for next year. I've been on the horn talking with the Bidwells about some things, and see, I'm trying to get you guys some gear sent down here so you have some gear.
Well, thank you. Can't wait.
And then, you know, it really would have been. I'm not so down simply because I know Scott's a huge Panther fan and it's made his.
Yeah, I'm
made
so
your
excited.
Postseason. I know.
I'm very excited. Cannot wait.
I cannot wait till teams that you root for are getting beat because I am going to wear their stuff every day.
Well, if Denver beats them, then I'll be a Denver fan.
I know this, Scott. You are a winner.
That's right.
I saw you have sprinkles all over the front of that shirt from the ice cream you've been eating. You know what I mean? You're a winner. He didn't get that, did he, Lloyd? Lloyd, you got it.
I know. All right, well, we need to take a commercial break because it's just nonsense right now. We come back, we'll talk some football, talk some baseball's right around the corner. I know you're a big Cub fan, so.
You got a lot of knowledge in there. You're going to share some this morning. We know that.
He's getting ready to get out of here. He's got stuff to do.
Not.
So.
There you go.
All right, let's go to commercial break.
To do.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back after these messages.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know.
Jim, why, Jim?
It doesn't matter, but it's
why?
Scotty.
Why do you do that?
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. You know what? There's never been a more true song. Scotty doesn't know anything. What a song.
What are you pointing at him for?
Who sings that song?
You had to download it. Scotty doesn't know. So Scotty's leaving the show.
And the fan base is growing.
Well, since Scotty doesn't know, Joe, let's introduce our guest this morning.
Today we've got Miss Angela Stolzenberg with us today. Angela, how are you?
I'm great. Good morning.
And tell us your title, because I'll mess it up.
I'm a Marketing Community Partnerships Manager at Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital.
There you go. And say that again.
Nope.
You couldn't even repeat it.
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know. What a great
Scotty
song.
don't need to know nothing this morning
That's
now.
right.
And I think everybody would know your husband out there, wouldn't they? I mean, he's a renowned golfer.
Well, yeah, there's a few that know him out
He
there.
used to model. I don't think he models anymore, does he?
No, he stopped that a couple weeks ago.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, told me I had to stay home more.
And, yeah, we know. We could say some funny things about him, but we'll leave him alone. Is he even up yet, you think?
Yeah, he's feeding kids breakfast as we speak.
Is he listening?
Probably.
Could have said some... Hey, John Boy, we're going to let you
He's
go.
listening to people tell him what they want for breakfast is what he's listening to, maybe.
He's probably falling back asleep.
Yeah.
Has crumbs all over his little belly where he's falling asleep on the couch. Okay, so Angela, tell us what's going on. We had you on here to talk about the Wellness Expo.
Yes.
It's going to take place on February 20th.
Yep, February 20th at the Park District, and I'm the manager of the Healthy Communities Partnership, which is a local collaboration of a bunch of different members of the community, different agencies and private individuals and businesses and organizations, and we come together to create the healthiest community in America. And one of the things we're doing is collaborating with the Lincoln Park District and the Logan County Department of Health on their what has previously been known as the Community Health Fair that they've been doing for years. So the last couple years we've joined them in helping put that on. And this year we've changed the name from the Community Health Fair to the Wellness Expo. So we want to make sure everybody knows that. And then we've moved it from March. It's typically been in March. It's going to be February 20th this year. Trying to avoid some of those Easter egg hunts and things we were running into.
There's a lot going on as the springtime gets here.
Yeah, absolutely.
This will be a good winter event.
Yes.
Okay, so there's all kinds of free screenings you can get.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You want to throw that around?
Well, you know, the hospital, Abraham Lincoln Memorial Hospital, is going to be out there. We're going to be giving pulse oximetry screenings.
That's exactly what I thought.
What's that, Joe?
The pulse oximetry screenings.
Yes, pulse ox, as they call them in the biz.
I used to do those.
Did you?
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's important to know how much oxygen you have in your blood. So that's what that's all about. And that's a free, easy test.
How is that done?
You wouldn't even be scared of it.
Well,
you just put
you wouldn't even be scared of it.
If you have gray hair, that means you don't have enough oxygen. Is that true?
What if you just fall asleep all the time?
Well, honestly, they use the pulse oximetry when for sleep apnea. Actually, that's part of the thing. When you go in, if you didn't know, ALMH does sleep studies. And that's one of the many things they look at is the oxygen in your blood while you're sleeping. Because if you have sleep apnea and you stop breathing every once in a while during your sleep,
it's very scary.
Well, it's not good for you. Yeah.
The people that have told me about it.
Do you snore? Do you have somebody who's...
Sorry, you're breaking up.
So anyway, pulse ox. We're also doing a cholesterol screening. You can get your blood glucose, sugar checks. There's going to be hemoglobin check, blood pressure checks. Everything's free.
And I've had people ask me before that when you do stuff like that, it is something that you could take the results. You could take right to your doctor and say, "I had this done here," and it's.
Yeah.
I guess the word I'm looking for is it's a professional thing.
It is. I mean, it's being.
Some people say, "Oh, well, they're just doing that out there, like it doesn't mean anything." It does.
No, I mean we're having people from our lab, from ALMH, out there doing our screenings. Different folks are doing different screenings. Hemoglobin's being done though by Memorial Physician Services. So absolutely, it's really part of a launch that we're doing a Know Your Numbers campaign. So people understand the numbers that are important to their health, that are really indicators of I better go to my physician and look into this. Keeping an eye on your BMI, your body mass index, keeping an eye on your blood pressure, keeping an eye on your cholesterol. Those are important things.
So keep an eye on your BMI.
Keep an eye on your BMI. Man, I'm going to have to hire him for marketing. That's going to be my next billboard.
He misunderstood. He thought you said keep an eye on your BMW. So he went and bought a new one. That's
BMI, my friend.
Oh.
But we've got something for everybody. We have all those kinds of health screenings, but we also have a 65-foot inflatable obstacle course that Healthy Communities Partnership is sponsoring out there for, Every age, no age.
I was just going to say, free for all ages.
Free for all ages, no weight limit.
We could get these roly-polies on there and have them do stuff
Absolutely.
Is there a weight? There's probably a weight limit.
No, there's no weight limit. It's a 65-foot inflatable obstacle course. Anybody can get on it.
We're getting on that.
Yeah, we are.
And it ends in a slide. I mean, I've done it. It's fun. And actually, when the boys went to state a couple years ago, they were out at the health fair the next day. They were all over that thing, a bunch of seniors in high school. So, well, not all seniors, but yeah, all the high school kids were on it.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a good time.
There's going to be a Bloodmobile out there.
The Bloodmobile, the Central Illinois Community Blood Center is going to be out there. And so that's going to be parked outside so you can give blood. We're going to have some presentations going on in the ballroom out at the rec.
Well, tell us about that. Want me to go with them?
Well, at 9:30, we're going to have Jennifer DePasquale. I was going to have to cheat off you, but at 9:30, we're going to have Jennifer DePasquale, who's a registered dietitian, talking about diabetes. 1 in 10 residents in Logan County have been diagnosed with diabetes. So surely the numbers are higher than that in terms of people who need to manage their sugars. So we've got Ask the Certified Diabetes Educator at 9:30. At 10:30, we're going to have a fitness demonstration from Jackie Pavlik. Hip Hop Hula.
Hip Hop Hula.
If you want me to, I can figure out a way for you guys to be the volunteers and do the demonstration.
Well, we hate to have you put extra work on you. You just take care of what you got to get done. No extra work.
So, that's a fun workout you can check out.
And a cardio dance.
And cardio dance, absolutely. And then at 11:30, we want people, pregnant women or women with babies or anybody who takes care of a baby who's being breastfed. We've got a breast lactation consultant coming out and answering questions about that.
I'll tell you what, we talked about this earlier, but he's not here now. But I think Jake Johnston would like to volunteer for the Hip Hop Hula.
The Hip Hop Hula, excellent.
I think Jake would be involved if you want to get him in that. We've also have a picture of him in a tight T-shirt that we can give you to put up.
The other thing I want folks to know about, the whole time from 9 to 1, we also have what's called a brown bag event going on, where if you're taking more than one medication for anything, there's a possibility that they could interact negatively, or just maybe not make one medication do its job or cause problems. So, and lots of people go to different doctors or different pharmacies, and you're not necessarily making sure that those medicines are being checked. So from 9 to 1, you can go and meet with a pharmacist for free. Bring all your medications in that brown bag.
Bring your glaucoma medicine.
Bring the glaucoma, the blood pressure. And
really, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, and for free, and have a pharmacist look it over and make sure there's not any interaction going on you might not know about.
And is that Stacy's family?
Yeah, you have to call Stacy's Family Pharmacy to make an appointment for that. So.
And they're real nice people.
Real nice people. Stacey's. They're doing it for free. That's great.
Good people.
Great service.
Locally owned.
Absolutely.
Been here forever.
Yeah, I actually worked there a summer.
Did you really?
At one point in time, I thought I was pre-pharmacy. Can you believe that?
Well, you were smart enough. You know what I mean? And then what backed you out of it? You just,
just, when you know, you
know.
Nah, I had already fallen in love. I'd already fallen in love in high school.
Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Let's talk about the concept of a high school sweetheart, shall we?
That's funny stuff. Hey, let's take that family over a little bit. Now, his dad just threw up a 300. 300,
yeah, and I can't believe I am there every week, and that's the one week I wasn't there to see it.
Gary Stolzenberg throws up a 300. We're going to have him.
Yes.
And, who else? Terry. Losing my mind.
Oh my gosh! Now you're going to make me feel horrible.
Yeah, Terry Hazley.
Thank you.
Yeah, had 299 and he had 300 on the same game.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he said, I don't know if I should have just thrown it in. Got the 300, better walk away a winner or not. He's been bowling since he was 9 years old, and this is his first 300.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Now John's had I think 2, and Mark's had 2, I think.
Well, I'll tell you what.
So I think he's ready to.
When you've got a lot of free time to golf and bowl, you can get good at it.
So practice makes perfect.
So why aren't you good?
I don't have any free time. I think the answer's obvious, my friend.
Well, we got another contest here. It's the Healthy Selfie. You want to explain that? And is it just for 5th graders?
It is just for 5th graders, but we're really excited about it.
What if you're only as smart as a 5th grader? Can you still get in?
You can enter, but you will not win. How's that?
Okay, so you can still get in then, Scott.
I just can't win?
No, we're excited about this because what we're going to do, one of the things Healthy Communities Partnership has been doing is promoting 5210.
Love the commercial.
Thank you.
I'll stop and listen to it every time. Sometimes I sing along.
All right.
We pop that on.
And what we've done
He has
is
the ability.
Yeah, he does.
he's on the ready. So 5210 is about 5 fruits and vegetables every day. Not eating.
Sing it.
No, I will not. No, I will not. If I had a microphone,
Here you go.
maybe I could break it out. Communities Partnership. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
So 5210 is obesity prevention campaign. So what we're going to do is use these healthy selfies from the Healthy Selfie Contest of 5th graders and put together a commercial that we're going to roll in front of all the movies at Lincoln Grand 8 in the
Nice.
spring. So every kid who enters, unless there's something, unless I can't get their picture to work or something, is going to be on that promotion. And then we've got great prizes for 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place winners. So any 5th grader is encouraged to take a selfie of them doing something that keeps them healthy, preferably, eating fruits and vegetables and being active and drinking water and those kinds of things.
If you send a selfie of you playing Xbox, that will not win.
That will probably not win. It might not even make the promo video if you're playing an Xbox.
As a matter of fact, we might send law enforcement to your house.
Yeah.
We could do that. We could send Officer Velakovich over.
There you go.
Check on you. Now, also, are you done with that one? No? I wasn't skipping around. I wanted to make sure we didn't leave out 2 more things here that you're going to have recycling.
Yep, we're going to have items you can bring there for recycling. Now, it's important to note, in the past when we've had the health fair, we've had confidential on-site paper shredding and glass recycling in the parking lot at the high school. And we're not doing that. It's going to be way too cold in February for people to be bringing all that stuff out. So that is not happening. But inside, we're going to have recycling of printer cartridges, glasses, pop tabs, soda tabs.
Cell phones. Plastic
bags.
Pop tabs.
Yeah, so you can get that kind of
hearing
stuff.
aids.
Yep. You can get that kind of stuff out of your house.
Most hearing aids are lost, aren't they?
I don't know.
They're so small.
Thank goodness I don't need one yet.
We will, from early
Yeah.
days of rocking.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Can blame it all on
those
those rock
concerts.
bands.
Yep,
That's right.
yep. Some Def Leppard in 1989. I was there.
See? We know that. You were pouring some sugar on someone, weren't you?
I was singing it. I can
Let's
tell you
tell you,
that.
I know that. You were singing and
You
wiggling
know
around. And I don't want to leave out Peggy's Place. They're going to be there putting on
Yep.
some food.
The only thing that'll cost you any money the whole day is if you decide you want to eat some food at Peggy's
They'll
Place.
have
gonna be
burgers
on
and
site.
fries and fried onion rings, and we're gonna have some
Fried mushrooms. It's a completely fried menu.
pizza.
It's going to be deep fried Snickers, deep fried Twinkies.
Well, we've got to get the thing ready for
fair
next year.
food you can imagine.
You got to show them what not to eat so we know what to eat.
Rumor has it they are bringing cookies. They are going to have
All
cookies,
right.
but yeah, a variety of foods.
Went out to that girls' basketball breakfast last weekend, and
Yeah, we know. We saw you there.
I wasn't paying attention, and I poured that sugar-free syrup all over my pancakes, and I was like,
Oh,
what is
no.
wrong with
It's
these?
just ruined the pancakes.
Oh, yeah. I was like, this is horrible.
I don't even know what regular syrup tastes like. It's been so long since I've had it.
You have the sugar-free syrup?
Yes.
Oh, my gosh.
I'll eat way too much sugar. Try to get rid of it.
Well, we're not going to curb it on pancake syrup. We'll pick another direction.
I'm going to eat it. When I'm ready for my sugar, I'm taking it in the form of a Snickers. So I'll give it up with the maple syrup. You got to pick your battles.
Here comes the hula guy.
He heard pancakes.
Yeah, he can smell syrup, and it's not sugar-free.
Jake just disconnected his phone lines. Thank you for that.
Jake, just so
later.
Jake, just so you
That
know,
must have been important.
There's a whole bunch of them. Oh, what time do you open?
Hey,
Look at the website.
you need to start opening earlier. Maybe if you'd open at 8, this inventory clearance reduction cell
Yeah.
would.
Jake, it's a thought. I'll take it in the advisement.
Okay.
February 20th out at the park
Yeah,
district. They've already got you involved at 10:30.
Hula hoop.
You'll be in the hip hop hula contest.
You're
I
gonna-
was the first one to sign up for that, I believe.
Yes.
Was I
Yeah,
not?
Oh shoot! I forgot he did
I am.
call.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say, well,
yeah.
you're in, my friend.
Yeah.
You're
I
the-
wanted to make sure
you're the
that
leader.
I want to be the ambassador
Yeah.
And
of the
that
hula hoops.
I'm going to drop off that outfit later this week. Yes.
Don't tell them about it.
Okay. Oh, it's a surprise.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
you can wear leotards
Should've
under
kept
that
that
skirt
under
if you
the-
want.
Yeah, I've got something picked out. Something nice.
Is that how you say that word? I can never say it.
Tastefully.
Leotard?
Yeah, well,
That's how you-
leotard. How you say those things?
The
Tasteful.
I can never say that.
Leotard.
I can admit my faults. I can never say that word.
leotard.
Leotard.
Yes, I was a dancer, so I can
That's
answer.
why I asked.
See, that's why I can't talk to you about sports, because I was dancing when I was
What are we talking about
growing up.
pancakes for?
I'll tell you what. John's done a little dancing, too.
Sugar-free syrup
John
on his
can
pancake.
shake his
Oh, I
groove
love
thing.
We know that. I bet he's got a leotard at home.
Particular brand.
I'm not supposed to. He won't let me talk about it.
You talk about a lot of things. The Cubs.
Oh, I can talk about the Cubs.
Oh, these
Yeah.
guys love that.
You're a Cub fan?
I am a Cubs fan, but
Yes. You
Yes.
can come on the show anytime you want.
okay, thank you. Although I've never made it to Wrigley this last year, so I haven't seen
either.
this. I haven't seen the changes, which I'm not sure about. But
Change is good.
change is good, and I know, but
Sometimes change is
there's
good.
There's just a feel of Wrigley the way it was. So.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'd bulldoze that thing in a second.
Oh.
I think it felt like a loss, I believe.
Whatever.
Hills. And back to the Wellness Expo, Saturday, February 20th,
And we're back.
9 to 1. And for questions, they can call.
They can call me at 217-605-5008. Or I'd love it if people would go out to the Facebook page, because we're putting a lot of the updates. They would like the Wellness Expo Logan County is what it's out there as.
And I have a number on here of 735-2317.
And that's the health department who, we're still taking vendors. I mean, we already hit the 60 mark, but
I was going to say, is it just Logan County vendors, or you take out-of-town vendors as well?
well, it's predominantly people who are serving Logan County. So, we've got like the Area Agency on Aging for Lincoln Land out of Springfield, but they serve Logan County.
Sure.
So, that's one example. But yeah, primarily all Logan County peeps.
All right.
Yep.
And we can't say enough about our hospital out there. It's a wonderful place.
Oh, it's in, yeah.
It is.
Yep, it definitely is. Beautiful facility. We're winning awards left and right.
We're very lucky to have it.
I think I might be stopping there later today.
Yeah. Do you know how to remove gallstones?
Oh, no. I personally don't, but our emergency department can
That
do
could
something.
be our next cheap seats.
Can help you out.
Let's do it from there.
I have to wait a week.
I can probably work some.
No, we can tape it.
We'll film
I
it.
would say if you sign the release forms, we can work something out.
Yes.
Filmed
I'm fine
live.
with that.
We'll do
I'm
play-by-play.
sure we can help. Yeah.
Or you can join Joe when he does his sleep apnea test in a few weeks.
I may go in there and do that.
He's going to go do a sleep study.
You guys can go in together.
How do they ever fall asleep? They
It's a
give you
double bed,
Do they
so it's
give
real
you
comfy.
something to fall asleep?
No, but they do the test in the evenings.
There
I
would
mean,
be no spooning.
they do.
Can Scotty come?
They do
Scotty
whatever
did, yeah.
time works for you. Scotty don't know.
I don't know.
Scotty don't know.
I don't know if I can go.
Ain't nobody got time for Scotty.
Oh my gosh.
Sleep study. So they go in there and fall asleep.
No, they really do. And the thing is, if you're it depends on what shift you work. If you're somebody who sleeps during the day, they accommodate that. But typically they do like a 8 o'clock or 10 o'clock, at night. They want you to be as comfortable as possible. You need to sleep.
And then how long they let you sleep?
They let you sleep. It
They
depends.
want you to.
If they are noticing that you have a really severe case of apnea right away, they'll wake you up and try a CPAP machine on you right away to see
Then they've got you.
to help you. Well, because
Like
you're
fishing.
because your brain's not getting oxygen. It's kind of a hard thing to keep watching. Yeah. No, but
That would explain a lot.
Yeah. It's all starting to come
it's
around.
so hard. It's hard on your heart. All those things when you're not breathing properly while you're
Probably
sleeping.
a good
Didn't take
kid,
long.
though.
Was it 9:47?
Good kid, but
Good kids out
just
there.
not getting any oxygen.
So
First time we've had a guest throw it out, but it was funny.
Oh boy.
Oh, but yes, and just for the record, they aren't watching you sleep either. They're watching all the. I think everybody thinks, "Are you watching
that'd be
them
kinda
the whole
freaky.
time?" Yeah, that's creepy. But the reality is, they're watching a
We're on
screen
camera.
of all
Why aren't you sleeping?
all the little lines going up and down, your heart rate and your oxygen levels, and that's what they're watching while you're sleeping. There is a little camera in there, and there's like a tiny little 3-inch by 2-inch maybe screen, but they only look at that when maybe you change to see what position you're in when a certain things happen. But no, they're not like just stalking you.
I just wonder if I think it myself would be hard to fall. I can fall asleep driving a car down the highway, but if you put me in there and said, "Hey,
Perfect.
go to sleep,"
Yeah.
I would lay down and go,
We are live.
"I can't sleep."
I thought that too, but the reality is, if it's the time you usually go to bed, and honestly, if you're somebody who's having trouble sleeping, you're sleep deprived. So those are people who are taking naps in the middle of the day because they just always feel exhausted because they aren't getting a good night's sleep. I just got a guilty look over here. Somebody's a napper.
I love naps.
Yeah.
Oh, I do too. I love naps. I never take them, but probably once a month.
Well,
I've got a few buddies that have the Pat machine and they love it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
it
changed
changes
their
your life.
lives.
Changes your
I'll tell you
life.
what, a
Yeah.
couple weeks ago I took a nap and it was glorious.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking naps, we have to take a break. We got some sponsors that need taken care of.
Wake up some of the
'cause
people that were
without
listening to
them, this high-quality show would not exist. So thanks for coming in, Angela.
Thank you so
and
much for having me. I want to see everybody out there at the Wellness Expo on February 20th.
And if they have questions, give them your number again.
605-5008.
Or thank you, Angela
Facebook page.
Stolzberg.
All right.
Scotty don't know.
Scotty don't know. Be back after these messages.
Basketball Jones, I got a basketball Jones, got a basketball Jones, oh baby, ooh.
You got a basketball, Jones, Jake?
Basketball Joe.
That song
That'd
was
been a good trivia
dedicated
question.
to Paula. There you go, Paula.
That would have been a good trivia question. Who sings that song? Call in right now. It's 9:55 and
Call in and you can win some tickets to
And, these tickets to the
Rush. No. Greater Springfield, Illinois garage sale and marketplace.
Oh, that's a big one.
4 tickets. These things are
what
like
is it?
at
Hot
least
commodity right there.
it's a at the Prairie Capital Convention Center. It's a big old garage sale.
That's cool. But there's a lot of neat stuff there.
Yeah,
There's
a lot of neat stuff.
Like towels.
February 6th and 7th.
towels, underwear, socks, white tees.
White tees.
Yeah.
Cut off white tees.
Yeah, there's probably some stuff that I like garage
A
sales.
single tennis shoe.
Well, all you got to do is find a match.
Okay, the Super Bowl is coming up. We got the Carolina Panthers.
Your favorite team?
Do the roar. Rawr. You know that?
Meow.
Were you getting tired of hearing that? Because that played that a lot. The Panther.
No.
Rawr.
It doesn't bother me a bit.
It did.
They're good.
It bothered you.
Oh, it bothers me because
I
of
was
Big
gonna
Red
say,
lost.
it probably bothered him because his team was throwing up some dang turnovers.
They were
got-
like,
no,
here,
man.
you want the ball? Go ahead, take it. Take 7 extra possessions.
They're good.
They are good.
I don't mind getting beaten by a better team. Nobody likes to lose, but I've always said if they're a better team, and they are. I mean, they're just a better team.
I was rooting for Arizona, just so you know. I wanted them to win.
You probably jinxed us.
Yeah,
Was I
that's
upset
probably
that
what
they
it is.
didn't? No.
I remember
but
you wore a Van Halen shirt and they broke the band up.
I know.
I
What
tell
was
you
that from?
what, they look pretty tough though.
Who?
Going into the Super Bowl,
Who?
Carolina.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
I now okay.
On paper.
but before they played, I was thinking it was going to be the NFC's going to win it. Carolina looked just they looked 85 Bear-esque.
and when they throw a spread out of like 3 or 4, I think it's moved to 5. But
Yeah.
I don't know how they're doing that because I mean, what Carolina's average like 43 points a game, and Denver can't score. I know they have a great defense, but Denver's having trouble mustering up points. On paper, Carolina should win that game by 3 touchdowns. But
Oh, there's a butt.
there's always a but.
there's a little place out there called Las Vegas,
Looking at that right now.
and as I say, I don't know. You know, I love Manning. Like to see him go out on a winning note. He's a legend. He's a good dude. I don't know how they can play with him. I think you're seeing everything changes. I mean, I think you're seeing the end of the pocket passer.
Well, I think it's all about ball control.
They don't need any.
Oh man.
Here he goes.
Go answer your phones.
Why does anyone buy furniture out here? Is what I can't figure out. It just must be the inventory reduction sale.
It's cheap. It's price to move.
It's
That's
the prices.
why. It's price to move.
It's that reduction sale. I'm telling you.
Yeah, because this wasn't here last time.
No.
Neither was that.
I'm going to tell you something right now. For those of you that haven't been out to Jake's in a week or so,
This
which we
here
haven't,
is
this thing's
phenomenal.
awesome.
This
What
one-
is this, Jake? Tell us about it. Have a little advertisement here.
Well, this is a two-tone five-piece sectional, complete with Cutler piano wedge. That's right.
Can you drag your hand along the leather like this? when
What's
you
that?
talk?
Soft and
What's
supple
piano
for
wedge?
her. That's this big boy right here.
What's something like this going to run a guy?
You know, it's gonna set you back about $2,300 there. You know, and you can build
For
it in
all
different
this?
configurations. Oh yeah.
Does it come with the leather pillows?
It comes with the pillows, two-tone pillows, may I add,
Two-tone.
and the seat cushions are also two-tone, as well as the arm has a two-tone wrap. It's a black with a dark brown.
Stitching.
It's not really it's got dark brown stitching as well, but it also has a little secondary
A stripe.
piping
Yeah.
stripe.
An
Yeah,
accent
Kinda
stripe.
A little accent stripe, a little dark brown accent stripe there.
I'll
Yeah.
tell you what, it's awesome.
Coil spring seating.
would look good down in the
wrapped
basement.
with gel memory foam.
This would look good anywhere, really. And I think you could seat a dozen on here. I mean, we're three pretty hefty guys, and
You're going to
I'm
fit
sure you can get
9 more
5
people
more on
on here. Well, that's 5 plus 3 is only 8.
you don't think I was checking your math? Boy, nothing gets by you. does it?
And we're back.
Well, come on. A dozen? Maybe a dozen
Hey.
babies.
How many nickels in $1.05?
I don't
I
know.
know.
25.
I know you don't. 25.
Oh, boy. It's
Yeah.
10 o'clock, thank goodness.
I wouldn't even try.
Yeah.
There you go.
That was a quick show, boys. That's what happens when you have 2 good guests. We don't have to talk. So
Makes life easier.
it does. Baseball right around the corner. I
Oh.
know you're geeked up for that.
Oh, absolutely. Amateur drafts, or not the amateur draft, the signing periods are changing for the overseas talent. So you're going to see a whole bunch of signings coming up here pretty soon. Team to watch in that would be the beloved St. Louis Cardinals, who have about the most money to spend in this, and they're willing to go way over the cap and pay the taxes since they didn't get any big-time free agents.
Yeah.
So-
They're scared.
That's a smart move, you know,
Really?
with
Real
the
smart.
with the draft, possibly losing a couple draft picks, pick up 5 or 6 extra guys from the overseas talent. Not a bad way to go.
I believe you can take a look at our past record and tell us if you think we're very smart or not. So, thanks again.
Well played. Also, talking about the NFL and Las Vegas.
Breaking news right here.
Breaking news: the Raiders trying to flip flop over there to L.A. or Las Vegas.
Las
What do you
Vegas.
think?
How much fun would that be?
That would be fun.
The Raiders
I think.
in Vegas.
I mean, there couldn't be any cheating there. I mean, there's no
There'd be
way.
no line cuts.
There's no way they'd be. Oh, I accidentally missed that field goal.
You know what?
That franchise
It would
is
add
messed
such
up anyway.
another dynamic to the NFL because when,
If Al
when you
Davis
had
would
Raider
always still
games
be the
involved.
You know,
But what a great trip to plan your trip to go to Vegas and hang out and
With-
go to a Raider game.
would they build their own casino/stadium?
Oh, absolutely! You know they would.
I mean, it'd have to be a
Yeah.
casino, stadium, hotel, and resort.
you could
mean,
probably
it'd be
stand
ridiculous.
in the upper level, play slot machines, and bet on the game live as you watched it through glass.
What's the over/under?
On each play.
Yeah,
Under
I'll
three,
put $50 down. It's a pass
yeah. This
play.
is.
Yep.
I bet you could.
under $3 billion stadium.
Under?
Under?
What do you think? Under or over? Because you're going to put a
It's gonna be
hotel and
over.
everything.
Oh, I think it's going over.
I think because that new one the Rams are building out there is $1.3 billion, and he's going all out.
yeah.
But I don't think he'll be able to compete with a hotel casino.
Raiders. They may give the
Nation.
Cardinals a run for America's team.
There you go, Raider Nation.
Raider Nation. Do the Raiders play one more year out there or not? Do they play next year?
I think they have to play next year. Yeah,
I want to get out.
I think they're moving. I know the A's want them out because if the A's get them out, the A's can completely renovate that stadium and make it a one sports stadium is what they really want to do, and they really need to do.
I want to
for
go
their
out
fan
to the
base.
Black Hole one time. I got to plan a trip out there next year. Just go out, watch
Chiefs
a
seat
Raider
show from there.
game. I'm gonna tell you what. I don't want to put those guys on the spot anymore. Jim has sent us so many places to.
I know.
Where all have we been? We've been to the Super Bowl,
NFL draft,
the NFL draft,
All-Star game.
Daytona 500, the All-Star game.
NCAA championship.
Yeah, I mean they.
Wimbledon. We went
yeah.
there one year.
I'm tired of
Oh,
traveling with the Raiders.
Oh, the Australian Open.
Yeah.
I'm tired of traveling with the radio station. I want to go do something on my own.
All right, well, we got to go, fellas. We do have a winner for the tickets. That would be Gene Newton. He said Cheech and Chong.
Newt! Cheech and Chong.
So you can come pick up your tickets at Jake's Furnishings if you want to go to that garage sale. They'll be here waiting. And I tell you what, we'll throw in a shirt too. So
yeah, Gene, we're gonna get you a shirt to wear around.
Shirt might not be here
unless you wear a double X, and we can't hook you up.
Oh no, Gene's a medium. He's a medium.
So, all right. Well, we got to go. That's going to do it for us. Jake, thanks for hosting us. Well, they didn't.
All of them.
All of them.
Thank our guests, Angela Stoltzberg.
Yes.
Thanks for coming in.
IGA next week.
IGA next week.
Yeah. And if you're there, you also would get your water bill paid if you're in the Lincoln area.
Oh, is this the Ameren thing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So we'll be drawing a winner there.
Yep.
Free Silco for a year.
And if you're there, win it's a nail.
Water, and we can't win, right?
And maybe even get
What?
golf 18
So-
holes with Billy Campbell.
I'm not going to be there.
I'm not going to even show up.
Yeah.
Second place, you get to golf 18 holes with Billy Campbell.
All right. All right.
Get ready to go,
for tuning
Billy.
in. You can always catch our episodes on Channel 5 at
That'd be something to catch.
WLCNonline.com.
Also, check out the new jakesfurnishings.com.
Where we've always got an inventory reduction sale going on.
Oh, I priced that entire inventory. Everything on jakesfurnishings.com is now priced for your viewing pleasure at home or wherever you want.
Sunday.
All right, that's going to do it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
Good day.